extra fun or awesome event, somebody to travel with and go like make new memories with and stuff. It might be something you can be vulnerable with. You can share like emotional experiences if you have stuff that you're dealing with, like a partner like that you would connect with that you wouldn't connect.
Partner. Destiny. It's not a partner, it's a wife. It's a girlfriend. It's my girl.
With like any
Look at Sneako's expression.
girl, if you feel so inclined. But I guess you just don't give a fuck yet. So
I think you could do that with most everything you're saying. I don't see why I can't do that with 5.
if your mom died, do you want to be with some girl that you see twice a month, like crying? You're like, fuck, my mom died. I feel so bad.
No, you don't want to cry around your girl, period. She thinks you're weak.
Literally.
Not if you have some traumatic shit going on.
What? No. It's very likely if you have some traumatic shit going on that she's just going to leave you. Like, what? Girls want a strong man. They're hypergamous. He has to be bigger, stronger, taller, faster, more intelligent. And, like, part of being stronger is not being weak.
I mean,
I don't think a girl would hold it against you if you cried because your parent died.
She wouldn't try to, but naturally she's like, oh, look at this fucking...
Yeah.
No
she would,
shot.
She would definitely hold it against
no
you.
way.
Mom,
Absolutely.
No shot.
It's
totally
would.
would.
Just move on. Like, there's no point.
Just move on from your parents. What if both your parents died in a car accident?
You cry a little bit, but, you know, you got, like, what else are you going to do? Like, what's the point of crying repeatedly for a month?
You have to cry for a month, but I think you have to
anything.
take some time to process your emotions. You can't just like bury it and keep moving forward, right? You have to deal with things. Otherwise, you're
Isn't that the most progressive thing to do? Is just bury it and push forward?
No, because eventually you're gonna hit a wall and crash, and your whole life is gonna fall apart, or you're gonna die of fucking cocaine before that or some shit.
Maybe.
No, I actually disagree. The way for men to deal with this kind of stuff is stoically. You have to think. Okay, here is how stoicism works. Okay, you imagine in your mind's eye that the worst possible thing happens, okay? And you let yourself feel those emotions so that in the event, God forbid, that such an event happens, you're actually able to deal with it stoically and do what a man needs to do. That's what you do. You actually pre-deal with the emotions as opposed to thinking everything in life is perfect, hunky-dory, and just nice, and then the bad happens and you haven't dealt with it. Like, you need to, like, understand stoically that the world is not a nice place, that it's possible for bad things to happen. And when bad things happen, you need to be able to deal with it. Okay, anyway.
At least you go out on top. You know what I'm saying?
You want to go out on top when you're 28 years old? There's a lot of musicians and shit that do it. I mean, you're going to be like Juice WRLD or fucking any... I mean, you could. I mean, there's...
Oh, rest in peace, but... I mean, he was fucking 21, Juice WRLD.
You don't want to be that guy.
No, you don't.
So you're saying he suppresses emotions too much?
I don't know if he did or not. I'm just saying that it's probably better. You can live a better life. Like at 25, you'll be happier if you deal with your shit than if you just like ignore everything and keep.
Yeah, there's a way to...
Okay, that's true. That actually is true. Fine. First time Destiny said something actually true. But again, what argument is Destiny making here? The argument that Destiny is making is that you should be more in touch with your emotions. You should be more in touch with your feminine side. You should be more feminine and you'll be more happy. Like, no. In fact, as a man, if you're more in touch with your feminine, you're less in touch with your masculine. If you're less in touch with your masculine, you're less attractive. But not only this, not only are you less attractive, maybe that's not so important, you're less successful. You're less able to do what men do, which is be tall, strong, confident, intelligent, hardworking, logical, rational. These are the things that we're supposed to be aiming for, not being more in touch with our, crystals and emotions and, la-di-da, butterflies and rainbows.
Deal with your shit that's not crying to your bitch. If you just crying to your girl, I'm sad, she's just going to look at you like, ugh.
Of course.
And she's going to want to find a guy who's not crying.
Who's not going to cry when his mom dies?
Indeed.
Who's not crying right now. Not when the mom dies, she's going to want to be with a guy who's not crying because that's what girls want.
Literally.
Girls want a confident, strong man. They don't want to be around a guy who's crying.
Absolutely.
You don't think you can be confident and strong but be upset when like especially horrible things happen?
Crying is the opposite of confidence.
That's absolutely not true.
What? No, Destiny! Oh my god. Crying is the opposite of confidence, and Destiny's like, no, that's absolutely not true. You can be confident in crying. No, if you're confident and strong, then in the face of adversity, don't cry. I'll give you a Hebrew expression here. Don't wish for a lighter burden. Work for broader shoulders. I believe entirely in that. Destiny is going against that. Like, he just believes 100% in emotionalism, which, of course, is the reason why he looks how he does. I mean, he's a millionaire, though, so he is hardworking. Hello and welcome to heliosblog. My name is Helios, here for another reaction video. If you're new to the channel, liking the content, please hit the sub, hit all for notifications. If you'd like to support me, I do have a Patreon with exclusive content. It's patreon.com/theheliosblog. Just subscribe to any tier. Any level of support is appreciated. Okay, let's continue.
That's not true?
Absolutely not.
Okay, what does confidence look like?
Confidence is being able to cry and still having confidence in yourself.
No.
Oh, man. Oh, baby. You're killing me, Destiny. You're killing me. You're killing me. No, confidence is not the ability to cry. Confidence is the ability not to cry, actually. Confidence is, oh my God, look at this army is running at me. They're charging at me with sharp spears, with swords, with horses, with blades. They're covering the sky in arrows. And I will handle it. I will deal with it. Then we'll fight in the shade. I don't know if you recognize the expression. They're filling the sky with arrows. Then we'll fight in the shade. That is confidence, not this crying garbage. What is this even? How could you possibly believe this and be a strong man? You can't. Sorry, Destiny. What are you saying?
No, but the situation of crying, that's the most vulnerable and weak.
It is vulnerable, but it takes a lot of strength to be vulnerable. You have to have a high level of trust in somebody, one, to be vulnerable.
Oh my God. Like, how brainwashed is this guy? Look at Destiny's expression. I mean, Sneako, look at his expression. He's just dead inside. He's like, why did I agree to this debate? Why am I here? This guy's just brainwashed idiot. Like, oh my God.
And I think you have to have a high level of confidence to be able to go to a vulnerable place and then come back. I'm not saying you're trying to do a bitch for your entire life. Your mom dies and all of a sudden, like every other day, you know, you're visiting her gravesite or some shit. But I think it takes a lot to be able to explore those emotions, feel bad about them, process them, and then move on. Like, yeah.
Sure, but you're not doing that with your girl. That's the point. The point is, sure you can process, sure you can deal with your emotions, but your girl needs to see a strong, confident, powerful man. That's what needs to be there. Like, you are the king. You're the absolute monarch of your life. The king doesn't cry. Doesn't matter what happens. The king doesn't cry. Are you imagining like the king of France, you know, 15th century, you know, like Louis XIV? You think he's going to cry in front of the courtiers? Of course he's not going to cry, because the king needs to put on a strong face for the subjects. You are the king, she's the subject. You're not crying in front of your girl. You're the monarch. What is this guy even saying? It takes a lot of strength to cry. Yeah, the second that your court sees weakness, they're going to attack you. They're going to try to assassinate you. That's the truth. That's the way the world works, Destiny.
Yeah, my mom died of
But ultimately, isn't it better to not cry around your girl than to cry around your girl? Think about it.
I'm not gonna say whether or not it's better to or to not.
Oh my God!
You should be able to.
No. I'm not going to commit to a point. I might lose 50% of my audience. No, I'm just gonna hedge my bets and just say whatever. And you should be able to cry. Yes, but here's the Destiny. The world doesn't work on should. The world works on is. So it doesn't matter that you want your girl to be able to handle you crying. It doesn't matter if that's what you wish the world was like. The world is actually like, girls don't like weak bitches. And if the world is actually like that, then telling your audience that they should be, that they should act a certain way according to how girls should be or whatever, or what girls should want, well, all that's going to lead to is misery and pain for your audience. Another idiot that brainwashes his audience. Lovely. Just lovely.
You should be able to. Yeah, some people don't. Think of the female brain. Is it better to cry around her or to not cry around her?
Depends on if you cry a lot or not. If you here's
it's
life
one situation.
No, I will tell you this for a fact. Okay.
Okay.
If you were a woman, and I won't even use myself as an example, although I could. If you were a woman and Andrew Tate was around you and he got really emotional over something and he started crying, you would feel like the most special fucking woman in the world.
No, you wouldn't. You'd feel like, I thought Andrew was this badass, like, top G. Like, what? Why is he crying? That's what the girl would think. Her hindbrain. It's not going to think like, look at Sneako's face. Look at Sneako's face. He's like, I can't even believe that I'm listening to this garbage. I'm just here for the views at this point. Like, yeah, no. This is, no. Just no.
Because you would feel like you're seeing a side of Andrew Tate he's never shown on stream before. He's never showed a hoe before. He's never shown any woman. You're getting something that is so special because you've got a guy that's so confident, so stable, handles his shit so well that when he shows you that level of emotional vulnerability,
yeah,
like, oh
and
my
then she
God.
starts interjecting herself in your life and she starts like feeling about your problems so much she thinks she can solve
doesn't
you.
have to be.
and
If it's
fix
a
you. That's
dumb
what women
woman-
do. Women
if
are like,
it's-
I'm gonna fix you. I'm gonna work on you, and then you become like a little project.
You find a different woman. That's a bullshit
Exactly.
woman. That's a bullshit woman. But
That's
not
what
every
No. When a woman says I'm going to fix you, what you do is you just continue being exactly the way you were, she keeps trying to fix you, or you just change little by little, right? And she like basically you become betaized over time, but she does appreciate the changes that you're showing, because she had to work to get those changes. If you're like a loser man from the beginning, just giving away everything and, you know, just ceding ground, just, you know, because she's a girl and you're a guy and you should just do everything that girls want, she's not going to respect you. If she has to work to get your texts, if she has to work to get your attention, if she has to work to get you to want to be with her and to take care of her and to take her on dinners and whatever, if she has to work for it, she'll actually appreciate it. Versus, you know, just being a loser, just being a useful idiot loser, basically.
woman is
That's
like that.
what women do.
I don't think so.
That's female nature.
Indeed.
You don't think that?
I think some do. I think guys do it too, but I don't think.
Oh my God. Yes, not all women are like that. The clarion call of the beta male. Not all women. You know, it's 98% of women do it and 2% don't. Therefore, not all women. Go spend your whole life finding that special someone. Yeah. First of all, if that is the truth, if it's not all women and you have to spend your whole life looking, well, I mean, it's better to be prepared for the 98% than for the 2%, to be honest. And yeah, it's just like Destiny. What's Destiny? Destiny, please get a clue, Destiny.
Every woman has to. You can find better people, right? If you're shopping in clubs, you're gonna find girls from clubs. That's it. But like, there are other.
Right, but here's the problem. Like, it's not just club girls, right? Like, all women have women's nature to some extent. All women are hypergamous. All women are solipsistic. Like, it's not like, okay, but this is also true. They're not all the same in their level of hypergamy, in their level of solipsism. Totally, of course, that's without a doubt, right? But to say that there's that one special girl who's not like the other girls and who's, you know, this perfect angel that, you know, and she's just waiting for you, like, no, this is like Destiny. Please, Destiny, please don't like trick people with this soulmate myth garbage, because it's just not true. It's not the way the world works.
Sources of people out there.
Ain't your girl at the club right now?
No, I think she's in Boston with streamers or some shit. She's in chat.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Hey. Chat, what do you think so far? I've enjoyed our debate so far. I've enjoyed going back and forth with you. It's good to challenge. And
Yeah, it's
have
fun.
I made you rethink about anything?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Of course
No.
not.
But I got a lot of years on you, so I have like a huge head start. So I'm like,
No. There's no way you're going to convince a guy whose whole life like hinges on the feminine imperative. There's no way you're going to change his mind. No way, Sneako. But it is entertaining for the viewers, and it's entertaining for me as well, who's commenting on it.
lucky in that regard.
What have you noticed in the difference between debating like, you know, actual smart people who like politicians and policies and bullshit? Like, I interrupt too much, I yell too much.
Not that much actually.
Nice.
Politics people can be really fucking crazy, but
And they're more avoidant with their they probably avoid and
yeah, it depends on like what you're talking about. Like political conversations are way different than these types of like life narrative conversations, I guess.
How did you get into this debate, and how did you get into the political space? Like, you must have been a smart dude.
Yeah, I mean, I've always liked to argue with people, but when I
Lovely.
was in like 2016 when like the Trump shit happened, I wanted to get more politically involved, and then I kind of grown from there. So I used to be
Who'd you vote for?
Hillary, obviously.
What?
Oh my
That's the
God.
easiest one of
Hillary?
my life. Hill dog. Oh my god.
Hill
Wasn't even
dog?
close, dude. Oh my god, that Pokemon go to the polls. As soon as I saw that, I was like, I can't vote for anybody else.
Oh God.
Lovely.
That's when I turned away. That's when I stopped being an L3 fan. When he's like, "No, go to vote for Hillary Clinton." I'm like, what? This troll, the fucking funny guy at Vape Nation, the guy who's always being like running around saying crazy shit, is voting for Hillary Clinton. I'm like, yo, you lost. You lost, and I was right. Look what happened to him.
What?
Annoying. Yeah, this is dumb. I don't like this.
Oh, Ethan?
This is
Yeah,
disgusting.
why do you call him
This is
L3
toxic.
L3O? What-
Because the guy sucks.
Oh,
He
it's L, I got
sucks,
it.
bro. He's boring, and he just has a bunch of complacent, virtue signalers who like post a BLM in their bio. That's his audience.
I actually don't know about H3H3, but based on what they're saying, I assume that he's the type of guy that all he does is ad hominems, and he's just preaching to the choir. And this is a way to make money, but I could never do it.
That's true.
It sucks.
But the people on your end are pretty fucking crazy too.
What?
Are they?
Yeah.
No, half the people in my comments are like, bro, I sparked debate, bro.
Sure, that's cool, but
I-
like a lot of
I
people in
don't
the
have- I
profiles
don't
are
have
on
an
some
echo chamber. That's the
crazy
difference.
like fuck women,
Oh,
fucking
no,
red pill
I
all
don't
the way,
encourage
black
that. I
pill,
don't
blah
say
blah
that.
blah.
Every time someone says some crazy shit, I'm like, no, I love women, but just they make no sense. I'm not trying to promote no incel behavior. I'm completely against it. I love women, but they're annoying.
But I can't argue with you there. I agree with both points. Like, women... Okay, I don't know about the annoying. Not all women are annoying, but here's the thing. This is absolutely true. Women are not rational the way men are rational. They're just not. They're emotional. And so, there are bound to be times when women are going to be chaotic and unstable, whereas men are not chaotic and unstable, unless, there are some men that are chaotic and unstable, but it's a rarity, right? Whereas for women, it's a part of the firmware. It's part of the hardware. Like it's sorry, not the firmware, the hardware. So there you go. Let's continue.
They're fucking annoying.
That is
But I'm not
true,
about
but-
violence. I'm not like
no
misogynist.
one's talking about
misogynist.
violence,
No, I
yeah.
want to be with a good woman. Just most of them suck in the West.
Agreed.
That's it. I ain't got no like fuck women, bro. A lot of people who are like the people who really fuck with me are like, yo, bro, you really woke me up. I didn't realize a lot of this stuff. I'm glad. I really want to go get it now.
Do you ever
Indeed.
feel like you're contributing to the problem?
What problem?
So
You're part of the problem.
you said women in the West suck,
Yeah.
They do.
meaning like hoochie girls.
What girls?
Hoochie girls at the club,
Bro,
girls that
I
are
was on
fucking around.
Fresh and Fit last night. Fresh and Fit, there was girls with PhDs.
Yeah, I
like
saw
all
those girls.
College
They were-
graduated.
they were cool girls, yeah.
Nurses. And bro, two of them walked off because of a question.
Okay.
Fucking college.
They're supposed to be educated, right? But they're clearly like not educated, right? Because if they were educated, they'd be able to answer a logical question. But anyway, that's besides the point. Yeah, girls like so here's what Destiny's saying. He's saying you're contributing to the problem. The reason why the girls are so bad is because the chads around that they're sleeping with, and the chads are encouraging the bad behavior. I mean, to some extent I do agree, right? But it's not okay. If it wasn't him, it'd be another guy, right? Basically, the way that the world works with Instagram, online dating, social media, all this shit is that hypergamy is just open and women are free to pursue all of their options all at once. And so what happens is because the bedroom fun marketplace has been freed, women are free to pursue their bedroom fun strategy. And their bedroom fun strategy is sleep with Chad. And they're not going to choose other guys. They're only going to choose Chad. And they're going to use the apps that allow them to facilitate this strategy, right? So, and if they can't sleep with Chad anymore because, they're 28 plus or, 32 plus or whatever, then they're going to settle for a guy who's not Chad and just be happy with who they settled for, right? Well, they're not going to be happy. They're going to be unhappy for their whole life, not sleep with the guy properly, treat him with utter disrespect, be alpha widowed, and then divorce the guy, take his children, turn the children against the husband, and live alone with cats, boxed wine, and be a single mother, right? This is more common than you think, right? This sort of thing. So No, women in the West have been totally corrupted, and what's sad is that this culture is spreading throughout the world. Like, you see girls in, like, you know, like Muslim like outfits on TikTok. Like, what is that? Like, that's literally the culture poisoning those women, right? Like the Western culture. Like, it's just a tragedy.
I didn't even graduate college. They can't even handle a question. College graduates walked off.
Sure, it's bad.
Another 37-year-old was like a comedian, didn't say nothing funny the whole time. Okay. The other one was a 33-year-old, like fucking weird, like drunk, coked out Italian broad.
Oh,
and
God.
she didn't, bro, she's 10 years older than me. Made no sense. She annoyed the chat so much that, bro, you gotta go.
Sure.
You gotta go.
This is a question that I have, okay? It seems like you guys, when you guys talk about women, you get annoyed that women are like, they're kind of slutty, they don't have any good values, not good like home takers or caretakers for, like the home. Like,
Indeed.
Basically, they're just like degenerate Kim Kardashian clones.
Yes.
Right, yeah.
But then when you guys are talking on the podcast, like, well, what do you want in a woman? You're like, I don't want a woman that works. I don't want a woman that's smart. I don't want a woman
that works. I don't want a girl boss. I don't want a girl boss. Independent only.
And I want to date 20 women at once.
Yeah.
When you are putting that out in the world, aren't you making those types of women?
No.
No, you don't know. You're not. You're responding to the marketplace that exists, that is facilitated by the technology available. You're not creating those girls. The environment has created those girls. The environment. Okay, let me back up one step. Technically speaking, these girls do exist because of men. Let me explain. The men that invented Facebook, the men that invented, TikTok, the men that invented Snapchat, the men that invented OnlyFans, the men that invented Tinder and all the other dating sites, yes. And the men that voted for women to have the ability to vote, yes. Those men created the women that we have today. But the men of today aren't creating those girls. No. The men of today are reacting to the change in the environment that was created as a result of those men, and those ultra successful men, by the way, right? That created such an environment. They're reacting to that environment and modifying their strategy. So those men are not the cause. They are the effect. Women are the selectors, not men. Women select which men they want to sleep with. And so these apps have appeared to facilitate that. Female nature is female nature. They're hypergamous. They want superior men. So no, those men aren't contributing to the problem. Those men are the ones that are highlighted because women's nature is women's nature. Okay, let's continue.
Like, a woman with a college degree is not getting your eye. It's going to be like a woman with a Brazilian butt lift who's like fucking,
No, I've dated tons of like smart PhD bro. They're all the same. They all think the same stuff.
You think that a woman that goes through school and is looking for work is the same as like one of these like yacht girls out there looking for? No,
they think the same things. They follow Kim Kardashian. They watch the same shows. That's just the truth. Last night, so why were they like that?
I don't know. I don't know the types of girls going fresh or fit. I can't say.
The types of girls. They do it every night. There was 11 girls on last night, and they all made no sense.
Well, listen, if they're on Friday, I can pick their brains a little bit. Are they going to do that Friday?
Well, we could do a debate, and then I want you to open up your mind to the whole nature that all these Western worlds, they're fucking brainwashed, bro. They are brainwashed from TikTok, and Instagram has completely changed the dynamic. Their self-esteems are so high because of the amount of DMs. There was a 37-year-old mom on the podcast, and she was like talking about the young guys DMing her, and she has no idea about her market value. She said she was a 10. You're 37 with a kid. What are you talking about?
Sure.
I'm closer in age to her son than you, and I know you make no sense. You're 37, you're washed up. It's time to find a guy. Why are you out of Miami with the titties out, mom?
Literally.
Mommy?
That's true.
And that's what they all think now, bro.
You don't have to run to the most extreme opposite end of the other fucking side of the spectrum. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, sure. Although that does sell, right? And it is attention seeking. But no, Sneako's absolutely right. Like, but Destiny is still making this nawalt argument, right? That not all women are like that. True, not to that degree. But you need to understand women's natures. You need to understand Tinder and Instagram and Snapchat and OnlyFans and social media and hypergamy and solipsism and women's strategy of AFBB, like sleeping with Chad, and then when she's done having a fun, then she settles down with guys like Destiny and all that kind of stuff. You need to know all of this going in so that you can prevent the problem of marrying one of these girls, right? One of those girls on Fresh and Fit, or one of those girls that's pretending to be a good girl so that she can snag a guy like Destiny, right? You need to know so that you don't get destroyed. That's the point.
Don't let them chase you off. I agree, there's a lot of crazy fucking people on the other side, on my side. There absolutely are. I spent most of the last fucking 3 years fighting with. That's why I'm banned from Twitch, because I fight with those people. I understand it. But
and I am surprised that didn't wake you up more. The fact that you can't...
I'm woken up. What do you mean? I've been fighting with these people for years. I understand that they're lunatics. The insane people on the left, the insane progressives, the people that walk around...
For Hillary.
Sure, because I'm not going to let them...
You voted for Biden.
Because I'm not going to let them bully me out of my positions that I think are important.
Why do you keep belittling crypto and e-commerce as if it's not like
because
just a
it's
new
bullshit.
age money?
Because e-commerce is bullshit.
What you do is like
bullshit.
a step away from that. You're making money online. E-commerce, having an online business and providing value for people. What's different?
E-commerce is like scamming arbitrage. What is it? Like you buy shit from China and you try to resell it to people at a markup?
That's exactly what Nike does.
I don't care.
That's exactly what every business does.
Number one, that's not what Nike does. Okay.
Well, yes, it's exactly what they do.
No, it's not.
That's what iPhone does. Everything is reselling shit from China.
No. Nike designs shoes and Apple designs phones.
Where are they made?
Doesn't matter where they're made. They're made in
so
China.
the e-commerce people who sell headphones and resell them, where they made? China. It's the same shit on a smaller scale.
Rebranding somebody else's shit that they made and then trying to sell it at a higher price because somebody doesn't know better isn't providing. If all of e-commerce in the world disappeared, we wouldn't lose anything. If Nike and Apple disappeared, we'd lose shoes and the iPhone. That's the difference between e-commerce and Apple
on a
and
smaller
Nike.
scale, just a product with less value.
E-commerce is like the dudes you live in New York. They're like the guys in Central Park selling bottles of water for like $2 each.
Yeah.
Indeed. Yeah. Again, I'm not an expert in this. I can't really comment on this this sort of thing about like e-commerce. I really, guys, I'm out of my element here. Okay. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. I am going to make a part 3. So anyway, if you're new to the channel, liking the content, please hit the sub, hit all for notifications. And if you'd like to support me, I do have a Patreon with exclusive content. It's patreon.com/theheliosblog. Just go there and subscribe to any tier. Any level of support is appreciated. All right, guys, thank you so much for listening, especially if you took the time out of your busy day to listen to the end of the video. You guys are wonderful, and I will see you next time.